Okay, we're gonna pass the bills around. If anybody would like to take a look at them.
That's not your copy. We're supposed to sign that.
It's an error in it.
Ah.
That's why I had you look at it.
The editor.
That's why I had you look.
Okay, yes.
See,
Okay. In the interest of,
you can still sign it.
what did you, excuse me, what exactly did you find here?
You have you have a paragraph broken into two paragraphs with see the,
I see what, it's the spacing.
I know, the spacing came out weird.
it's a Scribner error.
It's, okay, but is there any error with the?
No,
No.
content wise, there isn't, format wise, there is.
Okay, all right.
And it's simply duly noted, we can still sign it.
We're just
The
starting.
content of the letter is fine.
Okay. Maybe after this, maybe you could run down and get a clean copy. Can you print a clean copy? If you can, if not,
I don't have the original.
Oh,
I can send it to you. Okay, all right, yeah, sure.
I can swing by and
Okay.
sign it tomorrow.
I feel like I just screwed things up. I'm sorry.
okay.
Okay, do you want to pass back and we'll let Cheryl look at it?
Oh, sure.
Mr. Danahy, you are here to represent Mr. Tonsberg of our situation at 360 Country Club Way. Would you like to come up and join?
Sure, thank you.
How are you, sir?
I'm good, thank you.
Good.
Good evening or good afternoon. Right now, right?
Yeah.
Thank you. Yeah, I represent Fred Tonsberg Jr., not Junior, sorry, son. He's not a junior, just to let you know. And we were appealing the decision by, I guess, the complainant, who was the town manager, who was now moved on. And I think the reason and the basis for it is that if you go to the site and you take a look at it, the property is owned by the son, Fred, and somebody illegally dumped. Okay, and so, you know, there has been stuff going on between the father and son litigation law. If you don't know about it, I won't bore you with the details, but I suppose you've probably heard a lot of different things. And the way that this felt from Fred Tonsberg Jr., the son, okay, is that the town administrator or manager, I'm not sure what the title is here, but may have put his thumb on the scale of justice, so to speak.
I don't understand what you mean.
Well, in other words, that he's partaking and taking a side on this issue.
In which direction?
In the direction of trying to suggest that there's some problem going on property. It just came from the site itself. You can't see anything other than maybe two pieces of what belongs to, looks like a piece of furniture. That's it. The rest of the material you can't even see from the street. And the only way you can see it is coming in a slight direction, which is going towards the clubhouse as opposed to going away from the clubhouse. So you really have to kind of go on the property, see anything else that's there that had been dumped.
Out of sight and not necessarily out of mind.
That's very true. But there are a lot of places in town, not here, but I know my town, where people are hoarders and they put a lot of stuff that we might consider junk, that they consider as treasure that's on their property. And, you know, I think the issue is that that was a concern that was raised by Mr. Tonsberg about, you know, why is it that the town administrator, who was paid a great deal of money, decides to take a complaint out against a resident on a street that has a buildable lot that hasn't been built yet, just doesn't really settle well, considering that you would think that it would be a manager's position, other things to deal with in town instead of having to go on the property. That's the reason why there's this feeling that there was singling out by maybe the town manager of Mr. Tonsberg. Now, we're not denying the fact that there's stuff on the property. And we're not denying the fact that the stuff's got to come off the property. But given the nature of how this came about, seems that it's unfair because he's victimized in the first place because somebody dumped it there. It's not his stuff. It's not the thing. You know, contractor either backed up and dumped.
Somebody dumps stuff. I have things dumped on my property all the time. It is my job to maintain my property.
That's true.
Okay? And the Board of Health is not involved with whatever family dispute may be going on.
Yeah.
And we were not involved, the town administrator at the time did not come and lodge this complaint to us. We moved forward in a way after giving multiple chances to and being ignored. And this is why we are at the situation we are at currently.
I understand. I guess the thought was, I know, according to Mr. Johnsberg, he'd asked who was the complainant. I thought I'd heard, and I thought I may be wrong, that it was the town manager who was the complainant. That's what I thought I'd received. I may be wrong, but if I was, then so be it, but that's my understanding. And if I'm correct, it kind of begs the question, why is the town manager getting involved in a situation like that?
Okay, excuse me. First of all, just so you to correct your terminology, no other reason. We have a town administrator.
Thank you.
No, that's all. Don't take any.
So,
Help me out with this.
okay, so
Please.
how this all
This is
came
our health
about,
agent.
Yes, actually, I want to say she was very helpful. I met with her. She was very cooperative, talked to her.
Really?
Right, yes. I want to say you got a good help, board of health agent, so.
thanks. Appreciate that. I'm trying to be helpful. So the reason it came about is we actually were, myself, the building inspector, town administrator, electrical inspector, all were on the country club property. We were at that neighborhood to investigate an illegal, what was described as illegal electrical hookup and some issues with a building on the golf course. So we actually parked, I believe it's next to this property at a neighbor's property because it was easy to access through their gate. I'm not sure of the people's name, but I know they love racing. And they were taking off. They were quite lovely and they let us proceed through their backyard. And we walked up to this building. And that's why we saw this. So there was 4 people in the car that saw this. And the pictures that were taken by me from the street, as is, I'm not allowed to enter anybody's property without permission. So I can only take pictures from the street. And that's what's visible from the street. So that's how the pictures were obtained. And the reason that the town administrator issued the complaint, apparently he had neighbors say something when they saw him there. Neighbors did speak up, but nobody wants to get involved because they, as you said, there's this issue and nobody wants to get in between it or ruffle either party's feathers. And so he put it on paper so that I would need to go and do this. And that's how the correction order issued. There was no intention to incite or tip the scales. In fact, we were there for the other Mr. Donsberg. And this just happened to be seen. So once it's seen, I can't unsee it. So that's how the whole situation started.
What is it you're looking for?
We would ask that, we would ask that we will remove it at the time that we'd be seeking, which we're going to be seeking soon. Board of Health approval to be able to put a septic system in. What that timing is, I couldn't tell you, but that's what we'd be seeking from the board. As we will.
But I understand you that it's this stuff, whatever it is going to stay there until something else happens. Is that what
That's
you
our
said?
position currently, correct?
Oh, you got to kind of change that. We can't really live with that. I mean,
I understand.
so first things first, I'm not 1 minute, sir. First things first. We've requested on a number of occasions that this situation be cleaned up. I don't think that's an unreasonable thing for us as a health board to say. Get it taken care of. What's the big deal here? And there's been no action to that end. None, and we both agree to that. But now to ask for further delays to do what we've been asking to get done from where, that's, I'm not hearing that too good. So what else can we do for you?
Well, then I would probably say then we would need some time to get the stuff to move out. I'd ask for a little time to get.
We got a chair and some trash. I mean, what, this doesn't look like some insurmountable thing to me.
If
What?
it,
Yeah, go ahead, Dennis.
it looks to me, unless there's something I'm not seeing, it's always possible. A pickup truck and two guys to put it on the back of a pickup truck and haul it to the transfer station. You're looking at maybe a half an hour to 45 minutes worth of effort involved. And I don't understand the need to protract this any longer, because it's, once it's cleaned up, it's not an issue. It's not an issue. As long as it remains there, it remains an issue. And if I were you, and I'm not you, and I'm not gonna give you advice because that's not my job. But if I were you, I would just get the damn stuff out of there and say, call it a day and move on with the rest of your life and the other plans that you have. As opposed to leaving that there, which just creates an ongoing situation that is not to your advantage. It's not to ours. We have other things to do too. The first rule that we try to follow as a board is first, do no harm. But we also have to maintain a standard. Once we put a stake in the ground, say this, this is gotta be rectified. We're not gonna pull the stake up and say, I guess we're not gonna enforce that portion of the law. Well, that's not a viable option for us, and nor is it for you. So just have it removed, take care of it, and go on with your life and your business. And two people, pickup truck, maybe $10 or $15, if that. Tipping fee at the transfer station, probably nothing. You're done. Half a day. It's all gone.
Dennis, can I see that? Can I see the packet, please? Because this isn't, it's not like this is a new issue. This has been going on since June. And we are in October. This is 4 months later that we have been asking for this to be cleaned up.
I feel for you. What else would you have us do?
I think we're ready for a decision at this point. I mean,
I think you had one before you
Yeah.
sat down.
I think we did too, but I appreciate your at least hearing us at this point.
Oh, God, no. I
You
mean,
have that right. I mean, you know,
I've been doing this 30 years. I've been on boards myself, so I know exactly what your functions are. I do appreciate your opportunity. I'm just trying to explain to you what, you're looking at. I do appreciate your consideration. I really do.
but you can see the other side.
I do.
No, I can't.
I understand.
I don't expect that you would.
I understand from where you folks are coming. I just think, sometimes things have to go in the direction they have to go. Just the way it is.
But you can't assure us that this will get done or not.
Or in a time frame even.
I wouldn't say that. I'd say, what is the time frame? I certainly could try.
We're at $450 right now, and I have not made it out this week to confirm. It will be $600 worth of fines at this point that you guys instituted for the date. So I don't know how you want to approach that.
We had multiple times we've had this on the agenda.
Right. And the other issue, and I think more importantly, isn't being addressed is that there's the potential for vermin to be in animals to be nesting in that. The weather's getting cold. And that makes a great space for critters. And so now you're, attracting unwanted guests in a neighborhood that other people live nearby.
There's a viewpoint that I hadn't considered.
I just want to put, this is not meant to be punitive. This really is in the best interest of public health to get this cleaned up. And I know that, I'm sure you're not thrilled about it, but I have, and that's really not the issue, that's not the issue that we're talking about here in the problem is that the longer this sits, the more potential, and
Okay.
my understanding is that people pass through this lot, kids. They shouldn't be.
That's trespass.
Right, it is.
Trespass, their signs are up.
but trash also attracts.
Represented here tonight. Brian.
Ask him what was there. Ask him what was there from 2008 to 2019. Please.
Before we get to that. As far as the bags go, the bags are they're contractors' bags, that they're built with debris. As far as animals nesting in there, I don't see that. There's like glass and there's like, so it's definitely, I don't want to say rubbish, but it's certainly contractor C&D stuff. As far as the notice went, this is the, obviously we asked the hearing. I don't know what the notice was the other time you've had hearings on this, as you've indicated.
Usually we have good records on that.
I suspect you probably just put something on to say an update is what I said.
No, he requested a hearing that he never saw.
Yes, that's true. Sir, how about this?
Yeah.
Right now, we're looking at what, a $450 fine in this matter?
That's what it sounds like.
Okay. What if I was to make a motion that if this matter is cleaned up within the next 10 days, there'll be no further fines issued? Because if she goes back up there tomorrow and inspects this again and finds it there, technically the clock's running.
Right.
So if I was to make a motion, and I'm not guaranteeing that it would pass, to give you an additional 10 days to clean this thing up and get it off our desk and get it out of here, do you think that would be a reasonable course of action that you might be able to get him to take? Let's try it. I'll make a motion that we grant 10 days.
5, and I will support it.
I'll make a motion that we grant 5 days grace, during which time, because I know that the transfer station will be open over the next 5 days, more than twice. Additional 5 days, and if it's done within that time frame, there won't be any further fines. You pay the fine you got and get out of here and be done with it. I make that motion.
Second,
Motion's made and seconded. Is there any further discussion on this before we ask for a vote? No, good. All in favor?
aye.
Aye. There you go, sir. You've got that now.
Thank you.
You can take that and
I
that's what
appreciate
I'd do.
it. I thank your consideration. Thank you very much.
Thank you.
Choose carefully the hill on which you wish to
Come
die.
on now, 5 days. Get the,
Thank you.
All right, from 2008 to 2019, what was on those two lots were foundations for that were window smashed, graffiti.
Mr. Kongsberg?
That's a Board of Health issue.
Mr.
Not one
Thomasberg,
fine, not
you,
anything.
you've been treated very fairly, please.
I really haven't been treated.
Well, okay, in my opinion, you have, please comply with this. Let's move it along.
So, thank you.
Thank
Attorney,
you.
it was nice to meet you and thank you.
Yep.
Thank you, Dennis. Okay. Next.
Moving on.
It's like, what part of yes don't you understand?
Hold on, let's just get through this agenda.
Yeah, come on. Joyce, health agency. please.
Well, seeing as I have been away from last week, I don't have a lot to report. I can tell you that, I have been cleaning up today and we have already started to receive, renewal permits. It's like amazing. This year is going swimmingly to start off with, but yes, we've gotten a lot of septic haulers. Oh, and we got Republic's reporting for the quarter, amazing. Yeah, so that's happened. There's been a few septics that have been finished up. I am still waiting to hear what the interest rate is going to be on the new septic loan. Apparently, they're still in discussions about this. As soon as I find it, I'll let you know. But it does feel like, some of the septic stuff's starting to slow down a bit. I'm assuming because of the change in weather. But other than that, we're on schedule with inspections. We've received a couple of really weird complaints over the last week. One to do with a restaurant that when we called back, they wouldn't answer. When we went in to do an inspection, the restaurant told us, they're like, oh, we had this person in the spring that said they had a spider, and so we gave them all their money back, and they were in here recently and tried to say something else, but this time we didn't give their money back, so you're probably gonna get a call, and we're like, oh, that's probably where the call came from. But none of the violations, none of the accusations, could be verified even remotely. Inspection was great, so, just seems like, sort of a vindictive, I didn't get my money back, so I'm gonna make a complaint kind of thing. But other than that, it's been remarkably quiet.
Oh, you said the Q word.
Yeah, I know, I do, I know. But, you know, I'm sure that won't last. But it was, you know, everything's caught up with,
Peaceful.
yes, peaceful. The reclassification has been approved by for Lori's position, has been approved by the union and sent over to HR, so it will proceed from there. I am reviewing the budget with a fine tooth comb to see how things can be moved around. We do have some savings from the changing of the nurses because the pay grades are not the same, which is reflective of experience. So they were both fair and just different. So we'll have a little bit of savings there that may be able to be moved into the pot that would go into Lori's position at this time. So it's pretty much where we're at with, you know, my report. Anybody got any questions?
Nope.
We're on our last blue clinic, right?
Yeah.
So,
It's on Thursday, right? Wednesday. What?
and I'm speaking with, CBS, the fellow that, organizes it, and we've really been looking at how can we better utilize the CBS, immunization program they have going. And I'm gonna talk to the rec department and look at maybe, holding like an immunization clinic early in the summertime or right after school or right before school for kids that are either going to summer camp or kids that need vaccinations to go back to school. To do like sort of a one-stop shop, if it could be maybe at the rec center where kids are already there, to try and make it easy for parents to really encourage people to make sure that they're up to date on stuff. So as that proceeds, I'll let you know. In conjunction with CBS, the health department has secured toothbrushes and floss for the, what's it called? Book and bag and treat and.
Book and treat.
Book and treat with the library.
Yeah.
So we're giving them toothbrushes and floss to give out at their book and treat. And promoting it as, you know, something through the health department in conjunction with CBS for the donation.
Oh, that's nice.
So, I am gonna be attending Lead to Terminator class in November. I finally got in that. And I will be going to, the final piece of, housing inspection certification for the state. And I think it's gonna be at the end of the month. They're still working out the dates. And then Lori and I will be gone, Tuesday, Wednesday, and Thursday of the first week of November for the MHOA blueprints.
What I'm gonna suggest we do is to sign this on the back. And then make a clean front. That way you get it all signed. Okay? You sign the back.
Did it-
Copy, yeah,
Okay,
okay, because it's just the front you wanna clean up.
I guess it's Laura. Oh, I guess that ship sailed.
Yeah.
I'll tell you,
Yeah.
it's surviving an awful lot of stuff going on over here.
So I have, let's see if this is the exact thing.
We need to review our minutes.
Yes, I think a motion.
Paper, I think it went with that.
Nobody
But now
signed
that,
our
it's
paper.
a clean.
Is it clean second page?
Yeah,
That's
there's a
probably
clean
a better
second
way
page.
to.
Want to start over?
Yeah, let's just sign it and tell what.
In the meantime, take a look at these minutes as I pass this around, please.
I may accept the minutes of October 6th as presented.
Second.
Who's second?
I beat you. And you can't get a second. She did.
Okay, now I'm gonna set this down there. Is all safe?
We're not gonna put it down. Just, you want to.
Still right in the air.
Okay, we had a motion on the minutes. Who did it get a second?
I did.
Okay. Any questions or reading, corrections, anything? All in favor? Okay, takes care of that. We've done the health agents report. The next regular scheduled meeting is November, is that a 3?
Yes.
Thank you. And is there anything else? Any other business?
Welcome back, Joyce.
Thanks.
And,
Oh, yeah.
welcome back.
If there be no other business, I make a motion to adjourn.
I'll second that.
Good?
Okay, yeah, yes,
We all good?
aye, yes.
Not yet, I don't think so.
Call the roll.
I'm just waiting for this.
Before I go, are you all set? Did you meet with,
I did not. I will be reaching out. I thought he was gonna reach out to me. He has not yet, so I will reach out to him.
nothing else that I can think of? Anybody? No? Good? All in favor?
Aye.
Okay.
All in
Okay.
favor.